Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this is Raju again from the Iitm Madras, and this video is a part of the playlist in which I try to explain some of the previous year question of Iitm based data science, and this is for MATHS-1, and this is from the May 2023 PYQ. So let's see the question. So the question has various subparts. So I have combined all into this question. So the question says there is a one function which maps from the R to R, which means it has a domain as the R, means that its input will be R from R and its output or codomain will be is also R, and it is defined by this. So if x is less than 0, so it says its value will be equal to x square minus mod x, and if it's greater than or equal to 0, then its value will be x square plus mod x. So here some students generally got confused by seeing this mod x. So what does this mod x mean? So if you don't know, this mod x means if it is negative, then also it will be positive. Even if it is positive, it will be positive. So always it will be positive only. So it means just like that only. So it means if x is less than 0, its value will be minus x. So we will get to know once I will simplify this function. So let's first simplify this. So this is x square minus mod x when x is less than 0. So, and we know that the property of mod x is like that when x is less than 0, it will be minus x. It means if it is minus 3, it will be minus or minus 3, it will be plus 3. So it means this. So it means it got simplified as x square plus x. Now look this part, x square plus mod x when x is greater than or equal to 0. So when x is greater than or equal to 0, the mod x will be x only. So here also it is x square plus x. So in both cases it is getting simplified into this form. It means this long looking function is simply x square plus x. So both are equivalent. So we will solve this and solve all this question very simply without worrying about this complex form. So in this way you simplify the problem. This is one of the approach. Now we have simplified form. So the question first is it differentiable at x equals 0, it is continuous at x equals 0, differentiable at x equals 1, global maximum, like that. So before that, let's first visualize the function. So it is x square plus x. So if we try to visualize this function, so on f equals 0, what will be the value? It is 0 only. At x equal 1, it will be 2. At f equal minus 1, it will be 0. Yeah, and f equal to 2, it is 6. At f equal minus 2, equal 2. So like that. So you will get a fair idea how it will look, and since it has x square, so it will be parabola. So at x equal 0, it is 0. At x equal minus 1, it is 0. So its shape will be something like that. At f equal 1, it is 2. It is matching 2 equals. So it must be 0.5. minus 0.5. Let's calculate its value. So it will be 0.25 minus, yeah, it must be minus 0.25. Yeah, it is matching. So the graph will be like this. Now you will have the graph. So is it differentiable at x equals 0 or not? So we can simply see that it is continuous at x equals 0. There is a graph parabola at x equals 0, and we can simply draw the tangent at x equals 0. Differentiable just means whether we are able to draw the tangent or not, whether we are able to calculate the derivative or not. So since we are able to draw the tangent at x equals 0, that it means it is differentiable at x equals 0. There is a mathematical version also, but it is better to visualize this. So it is false because f is differentiable at x equals 0, and its f is differentiable at x equals 1. So at x equals 1 also, so we can see that we can easily draw the tangent, and it means it is differentiable at x equals 1 also. So if you want to prove this mathematically, you have to calculate the left hand derivative, right hand derivative, equate it, and see whether it is uh, equal or not. So you have to do like that, but you can do it visually also. Similarly, to check the continuity of the function, you need to calculate the left hand limit, right hand limit, and the value of the function at that point, and you have to see whether these are equal or not. But you can see from the graph itself whether it is continuous or not. So generally the mod x is not continuous at x equals 0 because there is a break, but here there is no break. Now whether f is continuous at x equals 0, yes, it is continuous because it is differentiable also, so we can comment on it. So yes, it is true. And whether f it is attaining global maximum, so since this is a parabola and the parabola never attains the global maximum, it always attains the minimum. Minimum is something like here, so it will never attain the global maximum. False. And if I is the minimum value of f of x, what is 8i? So for calculating the minimum value, we can calculate from the graph also, but there is other way we have to calculate the derivative. So what is the derivative? It will be 2x plus 1, and we have to just equate it to 0. So we will get x equal minus 1 by 2. So this is the point at which the minima occur. So it is visible from the graph also. And as we have calculated earlier also, its value is minus 0.25. And if we calculate the 8 times of minus 25, so it will be minus 2. So this is how you solve this particular question. It is very simple once it gets simplified to this one. So thank you for watching the video. I will come with some another video. For that, goodbye, take care, happy learning.